Ever wondered why car crashes in BeamNG Drive look so realistic and thrilling? It's not just about the crash, it's about the science behind it. The fascination lies in BeamNG Drive's advanced physics engine that brings an unprecedented level of realism to the virtual world of gaming. It simulates the effects of forces on vehicles with a level of accuracy that can make your heart race. The car deformations, the flying debris, the screeching tires. It's a symphony of chaos, orchestrated by the game's engine. Stay tuned to unravel the mystery behind creating these adrenaline-pumping crashes. First, understand what BeamNG Drive is all about. BeamNG Drive isn't your typical racing video game. It's a unique driving simulation game that takes realism to the next level. The game was designed with a robust soft-body physics engine, which means every component of a vehicle, from the body panels to the suspension, behaves as it would in the real world. This is what sets BeamNG Drive apart from other driving games. It's not just about speed or winning races. It's about experiencing driving in its most authentic form. But the real cherry on top? The car crash simulations. BeamNG Drive's crash mechanics are so detailed and accurate that they're almost uncanny. Whether it's a head-on collision or a car flipping over from a high-speed chase, every dent, every shattered glass, every twisted metal is simulated with stunning detail. So that's the magic behind the realism of BeamNG Drive. Now how about we create some chaos? The first step to creating a car crash is selecting your vehicle. Now, in BeamNG Drive, you're not limited to any old jalopy. Oh no, you've got an entire showroom of cars, trucks, and even buses at your disposal. Each vehicle has its own unique characteristics and physics that will affect the crash in different ways. Choosing the right vehicle is crucial. A compact car will crumple like a soda can, while a big rig truck can bulldoze through just about anything. So, think about what kind of crash you want to create. Are we going for a high-speed head-on collision or a slow-motion sideswipe? Remember, this isn't about reckless driving. It's about understanding the dynamics of a crash and how different vehicles respond to impacts. So take your time, peruse the lot, and pick your poison. Once you've picked your ride, it's time to set the stage for the crash. Now let's turn to the environment. You see, the setting in which you stage your car crash can greatly influence the outcome. Think of it as a character in its own right, shaping the drama and adding layers to your virtual catastrophe. So, how do we go about selecting the perfect stage for our automotive ballet? BeamNG Drive offers a smorgasbord of environments to choose from, each with its unique quirks and features. You've got your standard cityscapes, complete with towering skyscrapers and bustling traffic. Then there's the picturesque countryside, where winding roads meet rolling hills. And let's not forget the treacherous mountain passes, where one wrong move could send your vehicle tumbling down into the abyss. Once you've chosen your environment, it's time to modify it to suit your needs. Want to send your car flying off a cliff? Add a ramp. Fancy a high-speed collision? Set up some traffic. The world is your oyster, or rather, your personal demolition derby. But remember, different environments can yield different crash outcomes. A collision in the city might result in a crumpled bumper and shattered windows, while a tumble down a mountain could leave your vehicle a twisted wreck. The key here is experimentation. Try different settings, tweak the variables, and see what happens. With the environment set, we're ready to initiate the crash. Buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. The moment we've all been waiting for, the crash. Now that we've set the stage and prepared our virtual vehicles, it's time for the main event. In BeamNG Drive, initiating the crash is more than just a simple button press. It's an art form, a controlled chaos that hinges on a combination of speed, angle, and the type of vehicle you're driving. Speed is the first factor. The faster your vehicle, the more destructive and visually impressive your crash will be. But remember, speed isn't everything. Too fast and the crash might be a blur, too slow and it might not be a crash at all. Find that sweet spot that makes the crash exciting and dramatic. Next up is the angle of impact. A head-on collision, a side swipe. Maybe you're thinking of a classic rear end. Each angle provides a different crash dynamic, a new spectacle of twisting metal and shattered glass. Experiment with different angles to see how the crash physics respond. Lastly, the type of vehicle. Each vehicle in BeamNG Drive has its own unique crash characteristics. A tiny, compact car will crumple like a soda can, while a hefty SUV can plow through obstacles with terrifying force. Choose your vehicle wisely and consider the carnage it can deliver. Once you've considered these factors, initiate the crash. Watch as your carefully planned destruction unfolds in spectacular slow motion. Feel the satisfaction of seeing your virtual disaster come to life. And there you have it, a spectacular car crash right at your fingertips. So let's quickly recap what we've learned today. We began our journey by diving into the fascinating world of car crashes. We discovered that there's a certain allure to the chaos and destruction, a force that draws us in and keeps us hooked. But, of course, we'd rather keep the crashing to the virtual world, and that's where BeamNG Drive comes into play. BeamNG Drive is a unique platform that allows us to safely indulge in our car crashing curiosities. We explored how this game uses real-time soft body physics to create incredibly realistic crashes, transforming ordinary gaming into an extraordinary experience. We then took a step-by-step approach to creating our very own car crash. First, we selected our vehicle. Whether it was a compact car or a hefty truck, the choice was ours to make. We learned that each vehicle brings its own unique dynamics to the crash, adding an extra layer of complexity and excitement. Next, we set up the environment. We chose the location, the weather, and even the time of day. Each of these elements plays a crucial role in determining how our crash unfolds, making every crash a unique spectacle. Finally, we initiated the crash. With a press of a button, we witnessed the culmination of our efforts in a spectacular display of metal, glass, and tire smoke. Remember, practice makes perfect, so go ahead, create some epic crashes and have a blast. Until next time, keep crashing.